Hi guys, Samuel Larsen here, and I wanted to discuss this concept that a lot of e-commerce entrepreneurs eventually face. And this is the concept of where to actually go for the complete new radical redesign, and when is the evolutionary approach better than the redesign. So we have two options every time if we want to improve the site. We could go and radically go and maybe change the whole theme and change the layout that way, or we could aim for these incremental improvements over time through testing and going for the slower, more guaranteed approach. So what are the actual main points to consider when you are thinking about changing things big time? All right, so the first concept that really is very important is the concept of so-called local maxima. And if you are thinking of the potential of your current theme, your current layout, and the way that you're doing things, there is always going to be the so-called a bit of a roof on top of what you can actually achieve with that design. And if you think about it, this is the local maxima where you cannot really go over it because it's the potential of your team. So the best you can do is to hit it. And most likely you are way below that. But there's also a concept called global maxima, which is the potential of pretty much, you could say, your business model, your traffic, your whole model really. And this is if you change things radically, you might be able to hit this one day. So this is the global maxima, which, to be honest, you never really hit that one either, but it is your potential where you could go. So what are the considerations here? First of all, you might be very limited with your current theme because you might be running old technology. Maybe things are really complicated for you if you want to do some kind of changes, for example. Then you might have amateur design, so it might be a complete hassle to even do a little bit of a change. Also, things to consider is traffic. So maybe doing smaller changes wouldn't even be an option for you because to do kind of smaller iteration changes and to test them, to prove them, would take a lot of traffic and a long time. So for low traffic sites, it's usually better to just do it, and that is the only approach you can take. Now, of course, if you're not getting any traffic at all, don't get into the trap of kind of playing business and hope radical redesign will completely change things. First of all, you need to have traffic. You need to actually validate your business model before you would go for something like that. But there is a way to do these kind of radical changes a little bit smarter than they are usually done. And that is to really identify which parts of your site are actually working for you and which aren't. And there's multiple ways to do this. One would be kind of heat maps, click maps, visitor flow. But the best way to really do this is just Google Analytics. See which pages are having high bounce rates that shouldn't have. See which pages are converting better than others. Which things people are engaging with. Which elements they are not engaging with. And basically get a better idea of your customers and how they're behaving on the site. And this will give you a lot of insights on how you should actually do your redesigns. Because if you don't have any idea here, you're pretty much just doing blindly what looks good or what the highest person in the company recommends or likes. So that's like the hippo method. You don't want to do that. Everything should be based on your previous experience, and just make sure to use your data if you have that, because it would be just insane not to do that. So a key idea, keep things that work and get rid of the things that don't work. Also, one thing to consider here is, even though you can test your old theme and new theme and like see which one's performing better for you, keep in mind that it is common for your conversion rate to go down with the new theme, at least initially, because people are used to seeing your site in a certain ways. They're used to using it a certain way. So if you are having a complete redesign, maybe buttons are not where they used to be, and people are a little bit confused. I'm talking about your returning visitors here. So your returning visitors will be just a little bit lost initially. So you want to run your design a little while and then don't make conclusions that are premature. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more e-commerce optimization videos, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.